Welcome everyone. Today we're celebrating Palm Sunday, also known as Passion Sunday, the first day of the celebrated Easter week. Today we commemorate Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem, an event mentioned in each of the 4 canonical Gospels. And one of the main stories is the ass and the colt in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The disciples are told to go into a village opposite you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Loose them and bring them to me. This was to fulfill a prophecy in Zechariah 9:9. Tell the daughter of Zion, behold, your king is coming to you, lowly, sitting on a donkey. This is also translated humble. This is not the normal attitude of kings, riding into a city triumphantly. There is always pride there. They are often on horses, animals of war, not on donkeys, animals of peace and labor. What a difference this king entering into the city. At some point as he's entering, he weeps over Jerusalem, predicts the destruction of Jerusalem and the temple. He knows what he's going to. He's going to his death. He could be feeling sorry for himself, but he's not. He sees the future. He sees how they're going to pay for their rejection of his love and his free gift. As he comes in, large crowds welcome him, chanting a refrain from Psalms. Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, the King of Israel. It says, and a very great multitude spread their clothes on the road. Others cut down branches from the trees and spread them on the road. They were spreading what they had at hand, not just palm leaves, their clothes, anything they could find from the trees. The Pharisees want to shush the crowd, Jesus says. If these would keep silent, the stones would immediately cry out. This is a very big deal cosmically, in other words. The people are welcoming him as King and Messiah, their deliverer from the Roman oppression. That was the people's expectation, even the disciples' expectation. They were expecting a king like David to come in and free them from the oppression of the Romans and liberate them. But no one there that day was expecting the Son of God. They were expecting the Anointed One, the Messiah. For them, God did not have a son. And this is a very Christian concept from those days. They were expecting a king who was going to come destroy Rome and liberate them. And 4 days later, these same people are saying, crucify him, crucify him. They didn't get it. They missed it. What are we expecting? Will we miss what God is doing here and now? What he has foretold? That's always the danger. Getting caught in the cares and affairs of this life and missing the important developments that are not always that obvious. We all say we'll be ready when it comes, but somehow everyone missed what was happening here. Even the people Jesus lived with and was teaching. We got to beware of that. Let's not miss what God's trying to do in our lives.